Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a redo of my 5-minute face. This is the I need to get out of the house quickly kind of face. Stay tuned if you want to know how I got my 5-minute face. We're going to start with moisturizing. I'm going to use my Pearl Essence facial spray. Got this at a Marshall's haul. Don't open your mouth when you spray. Then I'm going to use my CeraVe lotion that I use every day. I realized that it was not the lotion that was making my face look weird under the makeup. I think the concealer was starting to be weird, and I don't know if that's just my skin changing or it's a new formula, or I have no idea. But I'm trying a new concealer and I've used it once and I love it. So I'm going to use that today. Make sure that you put your moisturizer all over your neck, hands, ears, etc. So I'm trying the new Milani Retouch and Erase. I'm actually using the color Fair. I've tried this one time and I am in love with it already. So again, we are trying to make this even quicker than our 10-minute work look. So first you gotta get a cap off. I'm gonna conceal just where I need it. Get my little mirror here. Gonna put this around my eyes where I have some redness, some dark circles, around the nose. If you are getting redness around the nose, that is a hormonal thing. Yay, hormones. I'm using the brush I always use, which is the Real Techniques brush for concealer. It's actually for highlighter, I think, but I use it as a concealer brush. Lately, I've been also taking a sponge and picking up the excess so it doesn't settle into the fine lines. Then I'm going in with my IT complexion brush and really pressing it all into the skin. Press, press, press. I'm not going to do the Santa beard in this look, but I am going to set underneath the eyes just a hair, because I am oily, but you don't want to do it too much because then it settles into fine lines. So you kind of have to find the balance there. I'm not going to highlight my cheekbones, but I am going to highlight very quickly the inner corner of my eye. And even when I highlight my cheekbones, I still use this eyeshadow in particular for my inner corner. Then I'm going to do a little bit of blush. If I can get my blush open. I'm gonna do a little chapstick or gloss. This is a really bright gloss, so we're gonna tap this in and then do some chapstick on top of that, just so it gives it a little bit of a stain. You can also use a cream blush and use that same one on your lips. I'm gonna go in and blend this. When I'm doing my 5-minute where there's not a lot of product, I like to let the cheeks do the talking. And I'm not even going to put any brows on. If you have no brows at all, then you're gonna wanna do this step. I typically dye my brows with a cheap hair dye, and I might do a video on that. So I'm just gonna brush through, make sure there's no powder there. They are a little light right now. And then I'm gonna go in with one mascara instead of the two I would do for my workday look. And this is, you know, just trying to get you out the door, so we're talking minimal. Just got that big old dot on my face, of course. So what I've said previously is you just let that dry and then use a Q-tip and it'll flick it right away, or a dry spoolie. Most people don't have a dry spoolie unless it's for your eyebrows, but whatever you got laying around, let it dry first. So I'm not going to do mascara on the bottom. You can if you want. Some days I do, depending on how much time I have. So I'm gonna let that dry, but I've used, let's see. So I used mascara, blush, concealer. That's really all you need for this face. And then my extras were the shadow for the inner corner, which is not necessary. It's just something I don't feel right without. And then most people don't have to set under the eye, but I did that very quickly. On my workday look, I would put a lot of powder here, really let that set, but I didn't do that. Just the slightest touch of powder, but you can get away with not doing this step and not doing this step. So you want to conceal, you want to give yourself some color, and you want to open the eye with your favorite mascara. And thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Okay, so we're gonna start with moisturizing.